All right. Hey, everybody. We are live from Las Vegas. Well, actually, from Iowa to Las Vegas, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yes, looking at our starting our race here this afternoon. 267 laps around the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, mile-and-a-half track based in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's going to be Joey Logano and William Byron on the front row today. Ty Gibbs, best career start in fourth. Kyle Busch rolling off fifth, the Las Vegas native. And obviously in the news, and I'm sure everyone has heard, but the driver of the 9 car will be out indefinitely, as they say. They have no idea on the return yet. Chase Elliott with a broken leg, actually broken foot and a fractured leg. But yes, will be out multiple races, so we're not sure when he'll be back. But subbing for him today will be Josh Berry in the number 9. He put some rookie stripes back on that. First time since 2004 that the number 9 car has had rookie stripes on it. And the rookie stripes were of young driver Casey Kane in that season. So, yes, we'll have that as kind of a first time in a long time for that because his rookie seasons were in the 24 car. So anyway, yeah, we're going to get ready to go green here. They're running around on the pace laps right now. And we're taking a look at just kind of some who to look out for. Judging by the starting the practice speeds in the starting lineup, I'm going to tell you right now, the Penske cars have speed and the Toyotas have speed. That doesn't mean the Chevys don't have a shot, but I think they are going to be facing very stiff competition from the Toyotas and the Penske Fords. Of course I know that it was Casey Kane last time. All right, so taking a look at it today, looks like our pit strategy will be, let's see, what's our fuel window here? Looks like about 60 laps. So as long as there is no caution midway through the stage, we should be looking at one cycle of green flag pit stops per stage on the afternoon. And the tire fall off will be a factor, which is a good thing. Having a little bit of tire fall off is always fun for making sure that we kind of know, or making sure that we have a little bit more fun with that pit strategy. So Wallace or KFB, hey, good cars. Both of them are going to be starting in the top 15, and I think they're going to have some pretty good speed today. Weird little roulette thing here. When is the start? Should be coming soon. Got Joey Logano as the favorite with Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, William Byron. Long shot odd. I do think keep an eye out for Martin Truex Jr. and Ross Chastain today. They have a little bit longer odds. Of the guys with real long odds, that I think Bubba Wallace is a good deal as far as the betting odds. They gave him 2,500 odds. He's pretty far down that list. I think Bubba's got pretty good odds for how good he ran here last year. So, hey, welcome in, Elijah. Well, they got some hefty wind out there today, so just keep an eye out on that. All right, oh my gosh, they still got to do their drive-through pit road. So yeah, going to start a little late today. See, when NASCAR says the race starts at 2:30, what they really mean is it's going to start at 3 o'clock, because for crying out loud, they have yet to figure out how to time their starts out. Did I watch the IndyCar race? Yes, I did. That was an incredible race in IndyCar. Not going to lie, I'm a little frustrated at just all of Team Penske for some reason today. All of them seem to create problems within different parts of the race. And so Yeah, just a little frustrated because I know a lot of people want to say, hey, just going for the win. Well, going for the win is fine until you take out someone else on your way. Then it's not really going for the win anymore. You're just racing over your head. So I thought Grosjean had a great car today. Seemed to have the best car all day, pace-wise. And, I didn't like the way that Scotty raced him. I thought it was like he pretty much had lost the spot and just sent it in there anyway with no shot of making the corner for him or Grosjean. Just both of them got kind of hosed. And obviously later in the race, or I should say earlier in the race, Newgarden had some contact that caused an accident, and then that one didn't receive a penalty, but Will Power did receive a penalty after he basically took out Colton Herta. So Andretti may have a little bit of a bone to pick with the Penske boys after this week, but at the end of the race, it came down to a pretty solid race between Marcus Ericsson and Pato O'Ward. Pato O'Ward made a mistake coming down coming onto the white flag lap, and he ended up hitting his pit road speed button. Or sorry, no, it wasn't the pit road speed button. It was in the what'd they say? It was a bubble in the airline that creates a vacuum that doesn't allow the engine to fire. But basically, just one small sputter, and Marcus Ericsson got by. So very unfortunate. But Pato O'Ward came home second. Scott Dixon third, and Alexander Rossi fourth in his first race with McLaren. Got to shout out, though, because also Callum Ilott had a great race. Came home fifth, so good job on those guys to bring it home. And now Fox is just talking about the 9. So let's see. Should be going green, I think, next time by. I hope. About dang time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go green here. About dang time. Crowd comes to their feet. Crowd, or the engines roar to their max sound as we go back to green. Joey Logano leads him down to the green flag. Ty Gibbs already 3 wide in the middle and going backwards. So they took no time taking advantage of Ty Gibbs' starting spot, and he is already 3 wide for that 4th spot, and he's going to lose a couple spots down the backstretch here. Meanwhile, up front, Joey Logano starting to drive away to a little bit of a gap. Blaney on the bottom, Byron on top. Looks like they will go side by side for second. Larson up to 4th, and Chastain to 5th, with Ty Gibbs falling back to 6th. So lap 1 in the books. Side-by-side battles now for the 2nd position. Heading off into the first set of corners. Blaney going to try and pull a slide job. He's got it. No, he doesn't. He almost had it clear. He didn't pull up, and then here comes Byron back on the outside. I love that new black lettering on that Pennzoil car. That thing looked ugly with the neon yellow. And now Byron will clear for second. So this time he slides by and does take the spot. So make that Logano, Byron, Blaney, Busch. Sorry, not Busch. Busch, Blaney, Larson. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs side by side for the 6th position. And coming out of the corner, Kyle Busch with a good run as they head down the backstretch. Wow, Fox's camera work is so shaky. Just zoom out a little bit, guys. It's a lot easier to stay steady. There we go. All right, Kyle Busch moves up into the 6th spot, and big wash up from Ty Gibbs. He's going to lose. Well, no, he's not. Denny Hamlin going to give him a push. So he is side by side for 7th now, but Denny will push him back by as then Denny goes to the high side on him. All right, Christopher Bell now looking to the inside. Not quite going to be enough to get there. Keeping an eye on it, Bubba Wallace now running up into the top 10. I told you I thought he had a good car, and he's already found his way to the 10th position. Meanwhile, out front, Logano with a 3/10 of a second lead. Then still Blaney, Larson, Chastain, all single file up at the front of the field. Kyle Busch now back to 6th and starting to look at Chastain for 5th. Meanwhile, for 7th, here goes Bell to the bottom. Gibbs in the middle, and it looks like Hamlin up top. And Bell will clear for the 7th spot, and Denny Hamlin looks like he's going to try and go with him. Meanwhile, the battle for 3rd is on. Kyle Larson to the bottom, and Ryan Blaney up high. How many laps on the stage? There will be 80 laps in the stage. So 80 laps in the stage, about 60 laps on fuel. They should have to pit once. They can try to split it in the right in the middle, or they'll pit way out at lap 60. So about 20 laps either way is the pit window. You can pit as early as lap 20 or as late as lap 60. So you have about 40 laps you can choose to pit in. A lot of people, I assume, will try to split it or run late. I don't think many people are going to want to short pit that unless there's a really big gain to be made. All right, Larson will move on into the 2nd spot. Meanwhile, Byron's starting to put some pressure on Joey Logano. I mean, these cars have already fallen off about half a second. So in only 7 laps, it's already half a second off the pace from where it was earlier. Now, you got to remember, some of that pace comes from the clean air for some of these cars. But for sure, I mean, the pace is slowing. These tires do wear out. Meanwhile, Ty Gibbs has now dropped all the way to 11th. He is dropping back fairly quickly as he's started falling back further and further. Byron up in the 3rd lane. He's got a run on Joey Logano as they hit the front stretch. All right, so Byron is getting closer, but as is Kyle Larson. They're nose to tail as they head into turns 3 and 4. Byron to the top, Larson all the way to the bottom, both of them chasing Joey Logano for the lead. All right, 1, 2, 3 up front, 10 laps into the race, and those Hendrick cars are looking for the lead. All right, Byron up alongside. He's going to get there, side by side down the backstretch. Down into 3 and 4, 24 to the bottom, the 5 all the way up top, and that'll be enough. He will slide up in front, and the 24 goes to the lead. William Byron, 10 laps in, has found the lead. I just predicted earlier this week that he was going to struggle. So great battle for the lead. Oh, and we go straight to the commercial. Oh, that's... Come on, this is Fox. Timing. It's not that you can't go to commercial. It's pick the right time to go to commercial. Let the thing string out a little bit. Oh, man. I know they like to say they front load it, but if you get people so mad they tune out in the front half, they're not going to watch the second half either. Hey, what's going on there, NASCAR bros? Under commercial at the moment, unfortunately. Ty Gibbs has fallen to 15th, so I thought he might have a good car today. He got a good qualifying run, but definitely not something that's holding on real well. Let's see. Trying to keep an eye on where else people are. Josh Berry in 32nd. AJ in 26th. Noah 25th. So some of those guys that came up out of the Xfinity Series last year. So, yeah, that's their speeds back there. Kyle in 7th. Christopher Bell has made his way by. So Bell up to the 6th spot. Keep an eye on him. Oh, how you doing there, UniFirst? Have a good one today. Thanks for stopping in. Always appreciate it. Leave a thumbs up before you go. It's always nice to leave those behind. Alrighty, so keeping an eye on the battle up front, 0.2 of a second between Byron and Larson. Meanwhile, they've stretched it out about a second on Joey Logano, 1.3 back to Ross. He probably had some Smithfield bacon. That's what he had. That's an easy guess. Easy guess. Ty Gibbs back to 19th. Boy, that car either must be evil or just does not like dirty air. I mean, he is well off the pace of everybody else around him. I mean, holy smokes, they got to get some work done on that thing. So, Noah running back in 25th. Got some work to do on that, but he is a rookie season, so. Oh, there we go, yeah. Now we're back, finally. Battle for the 3rd spot is on. Ross Chastain inside of Joey Logano. He's looking for the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, looking for the lead. Larson up high. Byron down low. Tyler Reddick has come from the back. They're just shouting him out. He's all the way up to the 16th spot. So good gains for him. Corey LaJoie inside the top 20. Got to give a shout out to the driver of the 7 car. He's actually up into the 19th spot after he got by Ty Gibbs. So very good job for him today. Okay, we don't need all these cutaways. You're missing the race. This is the kind of stuff fans are talking about. You do when you cut totally away from the action. People don't want to watch this. It's good info, but put it in a tiny window. We don't need it as a full screen. All right, that's great, but now we missed an extra 2 laps. But anyway, Tyler Reddick has already gained 19 spots on the afternoon. He is all the way up into the 15th spot. So started way out back, but has found his way already to 15th. And he's up along the wall just going for a nice long cruise, but man, he is flying. All right, so as they currently run, Hamlin has now gone around Ryan Blaney as well. Christopher Bell up to 4th. He's moving forward as well. So like I said, on these long runs, these Toyotas are sure coming to life pretty well as we're watching. Burton made up 7 spots, but he started dead last. Dead last. So 7 spots out of dead last ain't a good thing. All right, let's see how let's see how Josh Berry is doing. I was thinking Ryan Preece. Josh Berry's up to 30th. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Holy smokes, Austin Dillon in 31st. These are some guys I'm a little concerned about just by how far back they are. Ty Gibbs has fallen to 22nd already, so yeah, there's definitely some things worth taking a look at or keeping an eye on there. All right, looks like we still got good connection on the stream. Why did Fox cut the lineup after the first 3 rows? That is a very good question. All right, so they're talking about Ty Gibbs and how he's fallen back quite a bit already. He's back to the 22nd spot. So, yeah, fell off quite a bit early on in this race. Meanwhile, Byron now to his second lead over Kyle Larson. Looks like the battle for fifth is on between Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano. Denny Hamlin looking inside, not quite there yet, but he'll probably get it here in 3 and 4 as he sails it in there nice and deep on the bottom, gets back to the throttle, and he will pick up that spot. So move Denny Hamlin into the top 5. It's now 3 Chevys and 2 Toyotas in the top 5. The 2 Fords that started out front have fallen to 6th and 7th, and actually Brad Keselowski hanging in the 9th position. Good run for him today. Oh, there's so much on throttle this time, though. They really need to give him less grip or more power. Oh, another commercial. Honestly, this is a good time to put a commercial in. There's not much happening. They've spread out a little bit, not really near any green flag pit stop windows, so that's okay. This is about where you'd expect one to be at. So not quite as mad about this one. Man, I don't know. I think my biggest worry about Ryan Preece is just that 41 car was not a good team either. That car's always been slow. Briscoe's 25th. I didn't see Almirola 19th. Like, outside of Kevin Harvick, that team just has no speed. All right, so taking a look at it right now, Brad Keselowski has moved up into the 7th spot, got a great long-run car. He's actually the fastest car on the racetrack right now, outside of Bubba Wallace. So keep an eye on both Bubba and Brad Keselowski. They're moving forward, and they're doing it fairly quickly. So definitely something to be watching for. All right, so sitting under commercial at the moment, just trying to watch and see who's where. Like I said, Brad Keselowski closing in on Joey Logano. Bubba Wallace in 10th, also with a very quick car. Tyler Reddick, 13th. He's also in a pretty good spot. Eric Jones in 16th. Good run so far for him this afternoon in the Legacy Motor Club car. Xfinity race was really good. Perfect example of saving your stuff till the end. 100% Nick, or Nicholas. We definitely had some really good race in that Xfinity car. Low downforce, high horsepower. Not high horsepower, but really low downforce. So put on a really good race. It got spread out a little bit, but, it did still put on a pretty solid race yesterday. And it was fun to see cars halfway out of control. So, unfortunately, something happened on a pit stop that absolutely ruined Brett Moffitt's day. He finished 2 laps down. Lost both of those laps under the green flag pit stop, unfortunately. But had a top 15 car for sure all day long. Yeah, them Penske cars are falling like a rock. Blaney's already back to almost the 10th spot. A little scrape into the wall, but Kyle Busch is still rolling. He's still got pretty good pace in his car as well. Still running, relatively competitive lap times. He's definitely slowed up a little bit. So they are going to probably have to check the toe on Kyle Busch's car. But that being said, he's literally still passing Ryan Blaney, who is coming into pit road. Ryan Blaney on pit road. This may be a scheduled pit stop. They might be so bad that they're going to pit now and eat the extra 10 laps on the run. So, yeah, they're right in the fuel window. They're good to go there. So they're going to make an adjustment, I assume, and they're going to see if they can get it better for this next run, so that way they don't have to worry about it. By pitting short like this, they will cycle up closer to the front. Now, he was roughly 10 seconds off the pace, or 10 seconds back of the leader, so it will take over 10 laps of running before he'll get anywhere close to the lead, but by being out there, he's going to come out with a relatively, I would say probably a second a lap faster car, something close to that. They are working on the 19 right now. Love that 19 car with the chrome X numbers on the outside. I mean, that 19 is one of my favorite paint schemes this year. Thank goodness he won the Clash, because I was going to get his paint scheme regardless, but now I just had to get the race version. A lot of cars coming in fairly early in this run. I mean, there's 10 extra laps on the backside of this run. If you've got good speed like Brad Keselowski does, I think you run this thing long, because Brad's got fantastic speed late in the run here, and I think running him out to as long as he can go would be a really good chance for him to potentially catch a yellow and get to be pitting from the first spot. Because remember, he can run for another 25 laps. And 25 laps on tires is basically kind of what we're at now. So definitely worth it. All right, this is where it gets risky, because this is the time of day where you got to watch out. Man, I don't understand. They had to move all the numbers forward, but then they're not even using the space on the back of the car anymore. They're just wasting that space. It drives me nuts. All right, here comes Byron. He's coming out of the lead. And so is Larson and Chastain, and that's going to move Brad Keselowski to the leader of the race. Great long run car. Remember, they're not even halfway through this stage yet. This is all short pitting going on right now. Oh, Noah Gragson too fast on pit road. He's going to have a pass-through. So out front, looks like Keselowski's finally hit pit road, but out front it's Reddick and Bowman. All right, Brad Keselowski in and out in that silver Fastenal car. Looks like a Detroit Lions car. Josh Berry up to third. Obviously, that's not going to stay in third because he's going to have to pit and get some tires. But I liked it. Run long. I mean, what do you got to lose? Run Berry out to lap 60. And, yeah, you may pit, come out, and be slightly a lap down, but you'll have fresh tires. You should be able to get that lap back. But really, take a shot. Give yourself a shot to do something. Give yourself a chance to have some pit strategy go your way today. Oh, he's on pit road, so never mind. I guess they're going to pit him. I would have been going ham on it. Let's go see if we can do something special. Can we say hell or damn? Yeah, I think you can. I don't think YouTube penalized you for those. All right, so Byron is the first off pit road, and then it's Larson, Chastain, Bell, Hamlin, Keselowski, Truex, Busch, Wallace, Logano, Blaney. So overall, there are still, I believe, 3 cars yet to pit. McLeod, Yaley, and no, that's just it, isn't it? Reddick will also drop back our ways. Oh, Noah Gregson's second speeding penalty in a row. His dash must not be correct. God, I wish they were allowed to set those earlier. All right, so as they currently run, there are 29 cars on the lead lap. Josh Berry, 26. Not a bad run for him out there today. Noah's already 3 laps down due to all the penalties he's acquired due to speeding over and over and over and over again. What is wrong with you people in the chat? Oh, them segue things. Commercial. All right, so as we're waiting on some of that commercial stuff, I'm going to take a look at the current running order. Kyle Larson, fastest car on the track at the moment. That being said, Tyler Reddick came in. He's got a very fast car as well. He's in 13th, though, 13 seconds behind. So we'll see over the course of the next 35 laps how well that holds on. Josh Berry came in just now, so he's probably going to be working up through that field as time goes. And Noah is 2 laps down at the current moment. So, yeah, I assume he probably lost at least 1 lap on the first speeding penalty, lost another on the other. So he's probably 2 laps down, but dang. Mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. Gotta keep it clean. Shout out on the Toyota end. We've got 4 Toyotas in the top 8, and none of them are in the top 3. So it's Bell, Hamlin, then Keselowski, then it's Truex and Bubba. So a little split through the middle, but they are coming, and we know that Reddick car has speed. Just did a late pit stop. All right, finally back from commercial. I'm going to get some water at the stage. Austin Dillon losing a lap already today. Holy smokes. They really missed it on that 3 car today. All right, so keeping an eye on it, Tyler Reddick has moved up into the 12th spot, passing Kevin Harvick, but he's got fresher tires. He pitted about 5 laps later than Kevin. And yeah, has a great pace. He's right on pace with the leader. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson has ate almost a full second into the William Byron lead. So we could have a battle for the lead shaping up here over the course of the next 30 laps. 30 to go in the stage, here in stage number 1. All right, 31 to go. 31 to go. No, 30 to go. That's what I thought. I was like, why is it 31? Numbers didn't match up on that. 31 to go as they currently run. Keeping an eye on the lap times, though. Like I said, Tyler Reddick, one of the fastest cars on track. Kyle Larson down to half a second, so he's closing in on William Byron as this continues to roll on. But keep an eye out for Reddick and Bowman. Both of them seem to have very good long-run cars. We'll see if they can march their way forward. Be a little worried about Blaney. He came in so early. I mean, Tyler Reddick's got 8 lap fresher tires on it, so we'll see how that really goes. All right, so as the course of the long run continues, the Toyotas seem to come on a lot later in the run, but keep an eye out for Brad Keselowski. His car seemed to really hold on nicely, especially after 30 laps. It was really rolling pretty nice. So we'll see how the number 6 continues to drive forward. All right. Oh, here goes Bowman to the inside. He's going to get past Reddick, as Reddick and Bowman both continue to close in on Ryan Blaney. Noah Gragson has lost 3 laps. He has got to stop kicking himself. All right, keeping an eye on it. A lot of cars a lap down. He's going to have to find a way to get some of those laps back. Half a second, the gap between Byron and Larson. Chastain, 3.5 back. Bell, 4.5 back. Oh, man, there's a lot of cars lap down. 26 to go. Hey, Universe, welcome on back. 25 to go in the stage as we keep an eye on the race out front, getting down to under half a second gap in there. Meanwhile, Bowman and Reddick both go by Ryan Blaney. He's back to the 13th spot, so does not look like stage points are going to be an option for him. Brad Keselowski has found his way or slid back to 9th. I'm not sure what's going on there. His lap times are way off the pace, so I don't know if he hit the wall or has a flat, but he is significantly off the pace, like half a second. Falls all the way from 6th to 9th. Kind of curious if that was maybe just one battle gone bad or what the deal is. We'll have to wait and see. It'd be nice to know, but we're at commercial, so therefore we're not allowed to know. Yeah, I don't see anything about Keselowski yet, so. All right, as we're looking, 20 to go in the stage. Alex Bowman has found his way into the top 10. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson within half a second of the leader, but 4.5 back is Ross Chastain. So, battle for the lead's pretty much going to be those 2 cars unless something really changes here over the course of the remainder of the run. Meanwhile, 25 cars on the lead lap. Josh Berry, the final car on the lead lap at the moment, in the 25th spot. 29,988. He's going to be about half a second in front of the leaders. We'll see if he's able to hold on or if the Hendrick teammates play a little game and let him stay on the lead lap. There's 20 laps to go, and unless something crazy happens, they should be able to hold the lead. All right, so half a second still the gap in there. Keselowski had one bad lap, fell to ninth, and has sort of just sat there ever since. As far as lap times go, best car on the track right now, lap time-wise, is Alex Bowman. So this is one of those things, keep an eye on for later, because Alex Bowman's car seems to be doing really well right now. And I know a lot of people haven't given him a lot of attention because of how far off the lead he is, but that will pay dividends. With better track position, he's going to find his way closer and closer to the front. And as I said, running the fastest laps on the track of the front 15. So. Meanwhile, current running order. Oh, Josh Berry has lost his lap. So current running order up front looks like Ryan Blaney has fallen all the way to 15th. Ty Gibbs has fallen all the way to 32nd today. What is going on with that 54 car? That is bad, man. All right. Ware's 3 laps down, and legitimately, too. Yeah, maybe Custer wasn't the problem. I've always thought that. I thought Custer may have just had a bad look because of a bad race team. There, Ryan Preece is about to lose a lap. Are we really going to commercial with 15 laps to go on the stage? You're guaranteed a commercial in 7 minutes. Are you serious? 7 minutes and you can go to commercial. Good grief, guys. 14 laps to go, 30 seconds a lap. That's 7 minutes that they're not willing to wait. 7 whole minutes. Unbelievable. That's terrible. All right, so out front, keeping an eye on the progress, though, Alex Bowman has found his way up to 9th. He continues to move forward little by little. Tyler Reddick in 11th. Like I said, keep an eye on that. Eric Jones as well has a good long-run car. It seems like he continues to go forward. 14th. Kind of just chipping away at it little by little. At least it's side-by-side, but still, 7 minutes and you're guaranteed a full-screen commercial, so what's the point? Joey Logano trying to hang on to 12th, but Kevin Harvick is looking to try and take it from him. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell are going to battle for the 4th spot. They're actually closing in on Ross Chastain as well. All right, Byron Otto now a full second lead, 6 seconds back to Kyle Larson, to Ross Chastain. Meanwhile, Josh Berry still has a shot to get back on the lead lap, possibly. I'm just watching that 9 to see if he's going to have a chance to get there or not. The reason it might be curious is because he's close enough. If he can get by Ryan Preece, and they're not going to get to AJ Allmendinger, they, as teammates, might have a chance to let him get there. If there's enough to be gained, they can definitely let him get back in there. I'm curious because that's the type of thing that, as a car owner, can make a huge difference on your potential race. 10 to go as they are still sitting under commercial at the moment. Battle for the 4th spot between Hamlin and Bell is on as we finally come back and get ready to watch some actual racing. Alex Bowman has moved up to the 8th spot. Said keep an eye on it. That car is going to be fast. Not only is he going to be fast, he is fast. He is actually cutting down the lead. He was 14 seconds back. He's now down to 10 seconds back. That 48, he may be looking to go back-to-back here today. Eight laps to go in the stage. Meanwhile, looking at the lap times out front, I'm telling you, fast car on the track right now. 48, Alex Bowman, up to 8th. Give him about one more lap. I think he's going to have Bubba Wallace passed. Joey Logano falling back to 14th. 7 to go in the stage. Currently watching, Alex Bowman has now gotten into the 7th spot, and he's going to take a look at Martin Truex now. He's got about half a second to get to them. But I'm telling you, I don't think he's going to get in the top 5. But I think he's going to get to 6 by the end of this stage. Six-tenths of a second is the lead. 5 laps to go. Oh, sorry, 4 laps to go. He just crossed the line. All right, so as they currently run, Byron looks like he's got the stage in hand. Meanwhile, Bowman looking to try and get one last spot. He'll get up to 6th. Hamlin and Bell, looks like Hamlin's got the better long-run car. He's starting to run a pretty good pace, on par with the leaders. But, yeah, I mean, right now, as they run, the fastest 2 cars on the track are battling right now for the 6th spot. That 19's got pretty good lap pace as well. All right, coming around 3 to go this next time by. Man, Ryan Blaney falling to 19th already. AJ Allmendinger currently the last car on the lead lap. Man, Ryan Blaney is close to losing a lap. If this thing had gone another 5 to 10 laps, Ryan Blaney may have lost a lap, but that is our final on stage 1. It's going to be William Byron. Oh, let's get up here. It's going to be William Byron, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain. Bell gets back by Hamlin, gets that 4th spot back. Hamlin to 5th. Truex 6th. Bowman 7th. Bubba in 8th, Kyle 9th, and Brad Keselowski gets home in 10th. I believe in 10th. Yep, 10th. So he comes home 10th. Tyler Reddick misses it by just a little bit in 11th. And then Eric Jones in 12th. Kevin Harvick lost like 3 spots to end out that stage. Went from 11th to 14th. Not sure what happened there. A big vibration for Blaney, but they will get that car into the pits. We're going to put this onto a quick commercial break on my end because I can insert a quick ad while I go grab some water. We'll be back for yellow stage break pit stops. Forgot to unmute my mic again. We are on pit road. There we go. All right, coming into the pits, here goes Larson and Chastain. They are in for 4 tires and fuel. I assume everyone will be doing 4 tires and fuel. Everything looks pretty smooth so far on both those stops. Looks like a wedge adjustment or some type of wrench in the back of the one car. Doing a small adjustment there. Good stop. Both of them had good stops getting in and out. All right, Truex is off pit road. 10.4, 9.4. Yeah, all good stops all the way around. Big gain, though, for Truex. It's going to be Byron, Larson, Hamlin, Chastain, then Truex. And then you're going to have the rest of them all jumbled up real close together, but really clean stops all amongst the top 10. Didn't really see any huge movers. Eric Jones did gain 2 to pop inside the top 10 there. All right, looking at it right now. Yeah, definitely some struggles for the Penske guys. They are all outside the top 10 after having 2 of them start on the front 5. So definitely going to have some interesting things there. Got to go to the hospital. I'll keep the stream on, though. Well, that's some dedication. I hope you're all right, or whoever you're visiting or going for. But, yeah, drive safe. Be safe out there. All right, restart going to be coming up after another break. Don't really have a lot to add at the moment. Let's see, Suarez 15th. Good job. Dillon, Stenhouse, Burton, Briscoe, McDowell, Gibbs, Barry, all those guys are going to be looking for trying to get on the lead lap. If I'm Noah Gragson, I'm not sure if I want to try and do a wave around here and hope for a quick yellow on the restart. Problem is he pitted on lap 80. It's 82. 83. Hold on here. Okay, yeah, looks like they already pitted. Oh, wait, no, he did take the wave around. He hasn't pitted since lap 38. He will be able to make it to about lap 100. The good news is for him, the stage goes to lap 160, and with the caution in the middle, he should be able to make it on 1 pit stop in this stage. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not, but he's giving himself a shot to get some laps back and have a chance to actually compete in the race yet. So, good call. I like it. Be a little aggressive and try to get that lap back. Because anymore, there's too much pit strategy that can happen that can keep you from getting back on the lead lap. Got to take that, try to get to 1 lap down, and then from there you can fight for the lucky dog. But you got to get that first lap back first. Okay, coming back to the choose rule. It's going to be Noah is going to take the wave round here. So yeah, as you look at the running order, when you see coming to the choose rule, the 25 there, or the 42, he's going to go around on the top side. So, Rich Graves, I feel bad for you. Elliott fans who have to listen to his injury being announced 100 times each race. He had seemed to have good. What? Why did you delete that message? Don't delete that one. There's nothing wrong with people. NASCAR Bros had one deleted. Said people who eat dinner before 6 are in old folks' homes. That's not deletable. Don't delete that crap. Like, come on. You don't have to like his chat, but good grief. I mean, kinda. It's not really that. I mean, yeah, it's not a big deal. You can just like saying if somebody wears shorts in the winter, they're dumb. I don't agree with it, but that's fine. I don't care. All right, now they're coming around to the choose as Noah takes the wave around. Looks like Byron's going to go low. Larson high. Hamlin low. Chastain high. Truex high. Bell low. Bubba high. Bowman low. Well, remember, Nicholas, therapy can be a lot of things. It doesn't mean he's going to be, doing workouts on it immediately or anything like that. It might be something as simple as we're just going to have you move your ankle up and down a little bit. We're going to have you move it left and right, make sure that feels good. We're going to start with, here's some stuff that kind of helps things heal quicker, ice and heat kind of thing. Chase Elliott is a valuable enough athlete in the world that they're gonna do what they need to. So if it takes literally like a 2-hour heat to ice cycle and back and forth, they're just heat, ice, eat, ice, and they're going to do that continuously for 4 weeks because it might speed it up. They can do that. With a regular person, they're, no offense to all of us regular people out there, they don't care if it takes an extra few weeks to get us back, where for him, there's enough on the line that, they're willing to go well over and beyond to bull rush that healing process. And that doesn't mean they're going to rush it badly. It just means rush it, meaning, if an extra heat cycle can be done in the middle of the night, guess what? They're going to have an alarm set, and they're going to have it done in the middle of the night. Meanwhile, with us regulars people, they let us sleep. All right, coming down to the restart zone. Very interesting to see. I'm going to find out just how well does that Noah Gragson car hold on. Yeah, he did. He's back to 1 lap down. Good call. I love the aggression. Love it by Luke Lambert. All right, Byron is away with the lead on the bottom. Side by side is Larson and Hamlin for second as they head off into turn number 1. Looks like Byron's going to run the middle, try and block the air back to his teammate, but as they exit the corner, Larson has enough room. Meanwhile, Truex coming around on the high side after Bubba tried to go 3 wide. So yeah, 3 different cars and 3 different lanes at the moment. Meanwhile, here they come. 3 wide up out of the corner here. Keselowski with a run. He's going to give a good push to Bubba Wallace as they head down the middle of the front stretch. Meanwhile, up the middle comes Eric Jones. Move Eric Jones into the top 10. Oh, that's right. He was in top 10. For some reason, I thought he wasn't in there, but he gets back up to the high side. Good job navigating that traffic. All right, Chastain and Larson now bumper to nose to tail, I should say, not bumper to bumper, but what I will say, this Las Vegas track definitely has 3 good racing lanes to use. There are guys running at least 3 different lanes. Chase was not hurt in a snowmobile accident. It was a snowboarding accident. Chastain going way up on the high side, trying to see what he can get. Got the throttle down on the top side, and he's going to get back around Truex and go and set his sights on Denny Hamlin for third. Alex Bowman just not sure which way to go. Too many cars all over in front of him. So as the racing has sort of branched out, that was kind of all Noah had to go off of, was he was going to need then to have an early caution. Now again, he can still go quite a ways into this. He's about a half a second slower than most of the guys he's racing against up here. But even at half a second a lap, he's not going to lose a lap until around when he's going to have to pit here, which is in around 10 more laps. So like I said, it's an interesting strategy. I definitely like the idea because there will be a small fraction of time where he will be back down to 2 laps down again and could have a caution bite him again. But for the most part, if he runs this out right, he should be able to maintain either 2 laps down or better, which is exactly what he would have been had he pitted like normal. So I actually think this is a good strategy call. Let's see what he's able to do with it. And this is something that I wish the broadcast would talk about more because it's such an interesting element of racing. But back here, I'm going to show you where he's at. He's in 31st. He's actually 1 lap down, but you see 30.9 to 30.8 on the Gibbs car. 31 flat. Like he's well off the pace. He's slow. He's got old tires. Still hasn't pitted. So, he's slower. He's not going to be able to keep up as well. And he's okay with that. These guys are all 1 lap down. But what his gamble is, he's saying, I'm going to get to lap 100, maybe 115 or 110, something like that. But he's going to try and get to 1 lap, when the fuel tank's empty. And then he's going to try and pit, come back out. He'll be a lap down, but he'll have fresh tires. And his goal is to run this entire stage on that set of tires and not lose that lap again. So by the end of this stage, he's hoping he can stay in that is a lot of contact here at the back of the field. But he is hoping he can stay 1 lap down when this stage ends, and then he's in the free pass position. He's got a shot. But that's what he's hoping to do over the course of this entire stage. So looking at it, 18 laps into the stage, he should be pitting here roughly probably lap 28 of the stage. I mean, he's already got, 138 or 38 to 18. Oh, that's 80 laps right there. He's gone almost 80 laps on this tank of fuel with 1 yellow. It was a good call to bring him in multiple times, but see when he's going to eventually have to pit again, though. Fuel is between 60 and 65 laps, so how he's run as long as he has is pretty impressive, actually. Because 65 laps would only get him to around lap 103. Now, there has been a caution, but they're on... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Lap 103 is coming up. So 65 to go, and lap 103 is where he's probably going to have to pit on the high end with a couple laps of saving, but 103 to 105, so he'll be pitting in the next 5 laps. But this is something I always love to watch because, like I said, he'll pit somewhere in the next 5 laps, get some fresh tires, and then he'll be running around potentially in some really clean air or at least with some really fast cars. And so that would be something that he's able to potentially use as a good strategy call, that he can run that stage all the way out like he just did on this set of tires. And fingers crossed, he might be able to stay 1 lap down and kind of steal one of his laps back. 31.6, 31.5. Like, yeah, the pace is definitely slower. 31.6, like he's over a second slower on some of these laps. But I'm definitely interested. His biggest gamble is going to be he's going to pit, lap 24 of the stage maybe. 25, and everyone else, at least in the last stage, came out around lap 40, before lap 40. So he'll be pitting just about 10 laps before everyone else. All right, so just kind of touch back in as we look at it here. Bowman is up to 5th spot. Very, very fast car. He's kind of been sneaky as far as how he's gotten there, but he has found his way there. Oh, Suarez just pancaked Chris Buescher into the wall. All right, trying to watch here. Did Noah make that stop yet? He did. Noah has made his stop. So Noah making the stop. He's going to drop to probably 3 laps down as they run. Not a lot of tread left on that Alex Bowman car. They're showing some of the tire wear here. Yeah, it was close. He did not have that much left. Meanwhile, I wanted to see that Noah Gragson car. There we go. Oh, we need to get another lap time before I can see. I just want to see what his car lap time-wise will look like. But he is behind BJ McLeod, so let's see. That's 2 lap. He's probably about 3 laps down right now until the pit stops start. So as they run right now, McDowell is the first car 1 lap down and 24th. Noah is 3. He's 3 laps down, and after, obviously, all the pit cycles come through here in the next 15 laps, maybe 20 laps. After those pit cycles come through, he should be at least 2 laps down, possibly up to 1 lap down. And that's kind of the gamble they're taking. So as long as he didn't speed, that is. 30.8. So running a pace still off from the leader. Not sure how much traffic he's in. .8. That's his first lap after yellow, so 30.4. There we go. That's a little closer. So yeah, running similar pace to the leader. So that's what I thought he would be about running. So yeah, interesting. I'll be interested to see how that cycles out. I love the strategy though. Be aggressive. Give yourself a shot. Like right now, his gamble is bear at the worst situation. Caution comes out right now after you just pitted, 3 laps down, take the wave around. Guess what? You're 2 laps down. So you're fine. Best case scenario. All the pit stops take place, you're back down to 1 lap down, and a caution comes out, and you go get more tires. So then you're all good to go. And in the middle situation, you run it out all the way to the end of the stage. You end up maybe getting lapped towards the end of the stage, so you're 2 laps down, but you gave yourself a shot at getting some of your laps back. So even though your result may end up still being you're 2 laps down, you gave yourself a shot to potentially not be stuck 2 laps down. So I love the opportunity. Like that. That's a good gamble in my opinion. All right, lap times. What's he running right now? 30.5s. 30.5. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll run you up close to the leaders, so that's about the pace you want it to be. I got a picture with, Denny fan there sent me a picture of the Casey Kane sprint car. That was pretty cool. There we go. All right, so as we're in a commercial at the moment, William Byron's just sort of running away with this thing. We don't really have a lot of action up front. I mean, the field is spreading out pretty significantly, I would say. I would love to see them get a little less grip on these tires. At least if they're going to be far apart, let's at least have them sliding around, you know. So yeah, looking at it at the moment, Josh Berry 29th, 31 O's. He's running right with that rest of that group. 30.5 still. So yeah, running good lap times. He's in good shape. He'll be able to hopefully continue on the lead lap, or not on the lead lap. He might be able to stay one lap down by the time he's all said and done with the cycle of pit stops. Alrighty, so as we currently roll, 34 laps in, 51 to go. Now, this is when pit stop started in the last set of stages. I think this one's going to be closer to 45 to 50 because the first 5 laps take place under yellow, and it's 5 laps longer of a stage. So I think you can, on average, push about 10 laps further into the run than you did last time. But I do think you're going to start seeing cars come by about lap 43. So about 6 to 8 more laps, we're going to have green flag pit stops taking place. So just be ready to keep an eye on that. All right, so keeping an eye on it as they run. There's Byron. And then Larson. And, is Bowman up to third? He is. Alex Bowman has found his way to third. I was keeping an eye on it, and all of a sudden it was like, wait a minute, that's a purple car. That's Alex Bowman finding his way to the third spot. And this may be a Hendrick trio day. Makes me wonder how good Elliott's speed would have been had he been able to race this weekend. What a bummer. Because, man, they are fast. I mean, they are currently wiping the floor with the rest of the field. Blaney and Suarez battling for the 15th spot as they run. Bubba is way, way, way too tight, so obviously not a happy camper behind the wheel, but many drivers that are running past 5th aren't real happy with their cars either, usually. All right, as they run 40 laps in, 45 to go in the stage. Nobody's pitting as of yet. Everyone's still running as is. Hamlin has fallen his way back to 7th. Bowman now, after taking that 3rd spot, has driven a 2nd away from Bell. And, like I said, this looks like it's going to be another one of Hendrick days. Boy, if it weren't for Elliott's injury, this may be another Dover where we got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Because, man, those cars are running away. All right, meanwhile, Chris Buescher is going to start the green flag pit cycle here. 40 laps in. He'll take his pit stop. All right, Ty Gibbs is in. He's going to be making his pit stop as well. Oh man, a lot of angry drivers today. I love it. I love to see drivers fighting their race cars. That just means they're working for their paychecks today by having to drive a little bit of a handful. Corey LaJoie still running in the top 20. shout out to Corey today, managing to keep himself in there. It looks like we do have a pitter, J.J. Yaley, but I see Martin Truex Jr. has pitted and has come to pit road as well. So Martin Truex is in. Meanwhile, 30.5. Ty Gibbs is not out of pit road yet. I'll be interested to see if Noah and Ty Gibbs are close together when they at the exit of pit road. All right, there you go. Oh, I wonder why the TV was so far. Oh, that's right. It's delayed. So, yeah, Truex on pit road. He's going to be the first guy on the lead lap making this pit stop as they run. Man, it's kind of dull out front today. I'm not going to lie. They kind of get spread out and sort of like to sit there. Now, I do see Brad Keselowski's got a good long-run car, but he's going to short pit it this time around. He came in early this time. Christopher Bell is in. More and more cars as they start to cycle off pit road here. .41 laps to go in the stage. Pit road is, wow. Pit road just became a very busy place with Kyle Larson jumping off the track. And I'm sure that's going to start to really bring a lot of cars into pit road here. Interesting there. Kyle Larson's right front or left front tire changer reached over and dropped the jack and pulled it out while his jackman made an adjustment. I think that's that's interesting. I've never seen that happen. So Bowman and Byron are both in. It looks like now the leaders are really coming in, and I'll have to see here. What was I going to check? Oh, yes, I wanted to see. Noah did not cycle ahead of Ty Gibbs. He's now running 30.7s to their 29.9s. So definitely some quick to lap times out of there. 29.9 is quick for Ty Gibbs. But I think he's a lap down. I think if we can get a scoreboard here that shows us accurately where people are at on the track, because that one doesn't. Oh, there he is. Yep, okay. So after the entire field cycles their pit stops in the matter of 4 laps, the running order hadn't shifted all that much, honestly. Looks like Michael McDowell's staying out. He's going to try and pull a long stage here, see if he can gain a lap. And outside of McDowell, I don't think we're going to see much else. So, yeah, it looks like that'll pretty much cycle the pit stops. Very interesting, though. I haven't seen one guy try to go the long route. Now, McDowell is trying the long route. I think that's the right call. Because you can stay out as long as you want and then pit, and then you might end up 2 laps down at the end of the stage, but if you pit late enough into the stage, you'll be able to take the wave around with less than 20 laps on your tires. So not a bad call in that realm. Yeah, I believe he's definitely 1 lap down right now, so kind of interested to see where Gragson ends up. I love that strategy call. I'm just not sure how well it's going to hold on as far as if he's going to be able to hold on till the end of the stage. I wonder if I can watch it on my phone. Is there a Byron cam? What's the NASCAR app got? They always have a couple cameras running. Meanwhile, we're under another commercial. I have to get x-rays. What are you getting x-rays for? Wait, what? We have cameras on every car now? Why did I not know this? NASCAR app has cameras for every single car. That's awesome. I did not know that was a thing. Yes. Obviously, you got to go through some apps or ads first, but I can live with that. AJ hurt his leg snowmobiling or snowboarding. Wait, what? Leg? Now, is it your left leg? Are you trying to be Chase Elliott? Because that's not what they mean when they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery. You're not supposed to do that. Hurting your leg is not what you're supposed to do. No, 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 not good. All right, so still green out front. Kyle Larson definitely has a better short run car, but it does definitely go away on the long run. Your dog tried to kill you while you were walking down the stairs. Ugh. If they have to cut your leg off, you're supposed to give him the bone, though. That was your dog's request. 100%. No, in all seriousness, no. Hope you're all right, dude. Alrighty. There's the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I've never been to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for a race. I have been there in person. All right, so Noah, it looks like just went 2 laps down, maybe. Yeah, just went 2 laps down. So he basically, for 30 laps, doesn't want to lose any extra laps. So good shot. Is there a race I wish I could go to? I would love to go see the championship race in Phoenix. I don't think the racing is that good. I think it'd just be cool to see a champion be crowned. But that being said, if there was like a race track I haven't seen that I really want to, it would be probably Charlotte. I would love to see that track. Charlotte, Martinsville, something like that. Love to see a cup race at Iowa. Been to the track a lot. I would love to see the racing of the cup cars there. 28 laps to go in the stage as we keep an eye on it here. 1.6 second lead for Byron over Larson. Bell has broken up the Hendrick trio up front. He jumps into the 3rd spot ahead of Alex Bowman. Oh, man. Austin Dillon, 26. That's tough. So, yeah, looks like 2 laps down at the end of the stage. That's actually a pretty good call. A lot of the other cars that were 1 lap down are also about to lose their lap. Yep, Noah and Dylan are 2 laps. Barry and Gibbs are 1 lap each. When did Barry and Gibbs pit? There we go. 121, 118, 125. Ooh, Joey Logano with a big slide. So going into the corner, Logano entered high. Just got, he definitely gave it a little kiss up there. Joey Logano got into the wall. Yeah, Cody Ware's pace is well off. Doesn't look like he hit it hard enough to really cause major damage. He's continuing on, but definitely got a piece of it and scrubbed a little paint off. All right, so we're still sitting under commercial, kind of waiting for stuff to come back, I guess. But at the moment, Kyle Larson is under a second. He's getting closer. AJ, you have to demand it. You're the patient. You're the one they're supposed to listen to. All right, looks like William Byron's looking to put another lap on Josh Berry here. Keeping an eye on Josh. He's going to go way up top. He's trying to battle with, it looks like, Harrison Burton. I believe that is now everybody is a lap down, or everybody is 2 laps down. No, Ty Gibbs has still got 1 lap. $18 to go. Austin Cindric is next on the chopping block of losing a lap. He's in 23rd. Ryan Preece right in front of him is also up there. So now it looks like they're battling each other for just being able to stay on the lead lap. And Alex Bowman going to make his way back around Christopher Bell. He'll take the 3rd spot back. And the Hendrick cars go and remain dominant. Yeah, Brad Keselowski in the 8th spot. I was give him a shout out, NASCAR News. But yeah, great day for Brad. Hiding around, or I shouldn't say hiding, but running around up there in the top 10. Keep an eye out for that 5, though. That number 5 is coming to the lead. He's within half a second now. He's down to 0.4 of a second. So that 5 car is starting to close in on that leader. Now, Byron is in some hefty traffic. Oh my gosh, another commercial, really? Side-by-side battle, Keselowski and Hamlin battling for the 7th spot. Ooh, Hamlin got tight coming out of the corner. And I think it not only is Keselowski going to get him, Kyle Busch is going to go 2 for 1. All right, Priest and LaJoy both in danger of losing a lap, so that would be up to 20th. Ooh, Denny had to swing to the high side to get back onto the high side, outside of Kyle. We got a battle for the lead, and we're not going to get to see it. You know, we don't need to see it. That's silly. Who wants to see a battle for the lead? We only going to see the first lane change since, like, lap 5. That's not a big deal. No big. We don't need to watch that silly stuff. Guys battling for leads. Who does that? Fox, come on! Here we go. Now they're going to show it. Larson is there. He's looking for the lead with 11 to go in the stage. Good strategy call for Noah Gragson still. He's going to end up about 2 laps down after this stage, and I love the call. Go for it. Give yourself a shot to stay on or get one of your laps back, whether it's an early caution in the stage, right after the pit strategy sequence comes out, and at worst, he didn't gain anything. So just as if he had started at the back and be 2 laps down, I love it. I love the call because his strategy call was I'll run the old tires out the back, and when I pit, I'll have some clean air, and I can try to hopefully run better pace than the guys stuck in traffic, and looks like it's going to work. He's not going to gain any ground, but he's going to stay 2 laps down, which is going to allow other cars that have fallen 2 laps down now, he'll be able to race them under this next caution. All right, Denny Hamlin now back on the charge. He's taking a look at Brad Keselowski after he got back by Kyle Busch. Christopher Bell going past Ricky Stenhouse, who's allowed down in the all red. Is that a Kroger brand? I'm not sure why it's all red like that. It's quite. What is that? I'm trying to see what the sponsor on Stenhouse cars. It's all red. Yeah, some of those lead changes were under pit stop, so I don't know if I count those. LaJoy is currently trying to hang on to the lead lap. He's the last car on the lead lap with 8 laps to go in the stage. Come on, LaJoy. Give him 8 laps of hell. LaJoy had a shot at it. I believe AJ Allmendinger is our next car. He's far enough ahead, though. I don't know if he's going to have a chance to catch him moving forward. But overall, still hanging out in the top 20 for Corey LaJoy today, so good run for him. Meanwhile, just a quick little shout out. Martin Truex has found his way to the top 5. He's kind of slowly and methodically moved his way forward throughout the day and has found his way there. Six laps to go in the stage. Here comes Kevin Harvick, slowly but surely chugging his way to the top 10. Ryan Blaney in 16th. Okay, so Noah's running right behind right behind Ryan Blaney, who's in 16th. So he's still got about 5 seconds on the leader. Four to go. I think he's in good shape, though. He should be able to hang on to the lead lap just barely. All right, as they run out to the end of the stage here, 3 to go. Top 10 as they run: Byron, Larson, Bowman, Bell, Truex, Wallace, Chastain, Keselowski, Hamlin, and Harvick. As they finish out, shout out to Eric Jones in the 14th spot. He's just kind of hung in there today and kept the nose on that car clean. How bad are his tires right now? 32.2. 32.2. Those are really bad lap times. I thought he was going to be able to hold on. It's going to be close. Final lap of the stage. All right, I think he got it. I think he stayed on the one lap down. He did. Good job. All right, so to the end of the second stage, it's going to be Byron, Larson, Bowman, Truex, Bell, Bubba, Chastain, Hamlin, Keselowski, Harvick in your top 10. And as I was expecting, I believe Noah Gragson stays 2 laps down. He didn't lose an extra lap, but now instead of being the only car 2 laps down, it's going to be Burton, Briscoe, all the way up to Barry, basically. Or actually all the way up to McDowell are 2 laps down, and then these cars are 1 lap down. So he can now, battle a little bit with some other cars. But he is going to have to pit because he has fully run his tires to their last little bit. It's been solid-ish. Honestly, not great. The cars seem a little bit too tight. It seems like they really don't. They're not on edge. A couple guys have scratched the wall, but they just have so much grip in these cars. They really don't. They're not pushing the limits that much, and I haven't been impressed with the racing on the track that much. I think throwing an extra couple hundred horsepower under there will do the job, but NASCAR's dead set on we want full throttle all the time racing with no brake pedal. So unfortunately, that's not what the fans agree with. But yeah, it's been straightforward. It's been a straightforward, normal race. I just think unfortunately, the lack of power is making it look like it's the cars really aren't that edgy. Seeing cars run on the very edge, like Formula One, even if it's a fairly dull race, cars are on the edge. There we go. Had to set that up right. Yeah, don't need wrecks. You just need cars on edge. Good saves, just a little slipping and sliding. You need a little of that. You don't need cars crashing each other to have the good race. You need the on edge. I mean, Darlington's a perfect example. Xfinity cars at Darlington are some of the most fun cars to watch because they are sliding all over the place. They're not always crashing, but they're sliding around, which makes the racing really good because they're on the very edge of control. All right. I'm going to make another pit stop after the stage pit stops. So We'll hang out here until we get to our pit stops, and then we will take a quick break, and then I'll be back for the start of Stage 3. Now, Stage 3 is 100 laps, or 102 laps, but when they get going to green, it'll be about 95, maybe 96. So 96 laps in the last stage. I would expect to see pit window somewhere around 90 or 48 to 49 laps. So just 10 extra laps. Pretty straightforward, though. They're going to split it right in half. No pit strategy to be done. All right, so as they currently are showing, I'm not sure what they're doing there, NASCAR on Fox. Yes, more horsepower is what we need. I would love more power. All right, AJ, what'd you learn? Alrighty, let's get ready to do some pit stops here. Oh, they haven't pitted yet. What are they doing? They're just wasting laps. All right, now it's time to get some pit stops done. Let's go. Here they come to pit road. It's going to be Byron, Larson, Bowman, Truex, and Bell. All right, they are coming in. Larson is in. Bell in. Obviously, they're all coming, so we'll see what they get here. A little bit of a long stop for Christopher Bell. 10.7 on the Kyle Larson machine. See if anyone else has a chance to beat that. Oh, man, AJ. Dang, that sucks. How bad's your recovery time for that? That sounds like it's going to be a tough one. All right, battle off pit road. Going to be Byron, Larson, Bowman, and then it's going to be Truex. Is that Suarez? Suarez gaining 4 spots up to 7th. Bubba Wallace's crew doing what it did a lot last year, which is drop him more than 3 spots. He's back to 10th, so loss of 4 spots. Suarez and Harvick both up 2 and 4 spots, respectively. And Hamlin with a lost spot as well. All right, we're going to jump upstairs, or I'm going to jump upstairs quick on a quick break. We'll be right back for the start of stage number 3. All right, we are back. Alrighty, still waiting. Yeah, they're at least 6 laps into the stage. They're just wasting laps at this point. Boo. No more wasting laps. Boo. Interesting. Anybody take a wave around? Nope, doesn't look like anyone did the wave around. 167. So Michael McDowell looks like will do a wave around. As will... No, just Michael McDowell. So Michael McDowell is waving around to try and start on the 1 lap down mark. Not a bad call, but he is going to have to pit relatively soon. So he's pretty much a boom or bust if he's not coming in. Okay, so yeah, Kyle Busch a little frustrated. Looks like Tyler Reddick kind of parked with his bumper kind of blocking pretty much his entire possible exit out of that pit box. Stage 3 underway. Back in the throttle they all go. Larson with a good push on the high side from Martin Truex. Larson up alongside. He's got a great push this time by. Good restart, but he's just not able to get into the corner as well. I mean, William Byron just kept the pedal down and gets to the lead. Denny Hamlin with a run around the top. Big run. All right, good battle going on right now between Hamlin, Suarez, and Harvick for that 9th spot. Man, Bubba Wallace, as bad as pit crew was, he must be mad because he's already getting his way back to the top 5. Wow, Christopher Bell just about got him there. All right, so as we're currently watching it unfold, why am I way down here? 30.6, 30.4. Okay, yeah, I'm good. I need to get back up here to the top. Sorry about that, guys. So Bubba Wallace looking to get to the outside of Christopher Bell, who has just been steadily sitting on that inside. Just can't quite clear him. And it's allowing that group behind to close in. Boy, this battle for the 5th spot between Bell and Bubba is getting quite good. Oh, Reddick. We got a big battle between Reddick, Blaney, Logano, and Jones. Keselowski back there, too. Yeah, Bell should have yielded that position quite a while ago. He's going to lose multiple spots now. Reddick moves back up to 12. Blaney back to 11th, so a good rebound for those Penske, well, some of the Penske cars. The ones that at least have found a way to rebound. Daniel Suarez looking for 5th. He's already moving back upward. And there goes Logano. That tells me there might be a caution. Looks like a yes. So you guys are ahead of me. You're spoiling it. Now I don't get to be surprised. I'm still looking forward to it. I am definitely looking forward to it. It's Brad. Ooh, Joey, Brad, and Kyle. Look at that massive chunk of cars battling in there. Oh, Logano just got... Oh, I don't know if that's on Logano or not. That got tight off the corner, and I think that car's junk now. I saw it bounce the infield pretty hard. All right, well, there it is, guys. This is where the race starts to get more interesting. Again, did we need the wreck? No, but we had tough racing. 3 wide on the bottom like that. All 3 of them really fighting for space. That's the good racing. Even if it doesn't result in a crash, if it results in just a little contact, a little bit of rubbing, that's the good part. I don't care about the crash. I don't need him to spin. But that was a lot closer to the racing we were looking for. Yeah, thanks for the spoiler alert. I'm going to have to watch out because I'm delayed by quite a bit. Let me see why I'm on delay. Can I get this to go forward? Yeah, I'm pretty much up to date, so. Yeah, Brad did not give Joey enough room there. Stenhouse barely missed that. That is right. But yeah, if I'm Joey Logano, I'm sitting there mad at Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch because they did run him out of room. That's what happened. Joey did not get wrecked. It was not Joey's fault. I don't have to. Oh my goodness! Do you see that air? Whoo! That thing went up there a little bit. AJ is basically trying to mock Chase Elliott. You know what, AJ? I think what you need to do is send Chase Elliott some info telling him you tripped on your dog and had a worse potential injury than Chase Elliott, just so all the people that are sitting there complaining about him going out snowboarding, they can all shut up. I assume you tripped on your dog. You said it was something about him climbing up the stairs, but yeah, just let me know because that would actually I bet you I'd be willing to bet you that'll quiet a lot of them haters that are messing on. They're sitting there because Chase Elliott's been snowboarding since he was like 10, so he's experienced at it. Watch here. They're showing the Joey Logano replay. Here he is. He's gonna bounce up over the pavement section. Launch. All right, coming to pit road. Let's see what we got. This is where the pit strategy begins. And it's everybody. Wave around, boys. Wave around. If you're Noah Gragson, go get that free lap back. Go get that free lap. Let's go. You know, they've only got 15 laps on the tires. You can run another 50, and then you can still pit and make it to the end of the race. So this is your shot. Get your lap back. Or get back to 1 lap down. Go fight for it. All right, looks like Denny Hamlin went for 2 tires. I think that's Denny. Who is that? Denny. Denny with 2 tires. Then it's Bowman, Larson, Byron. Look at that car leave the ground. It's a good-looking paint scheme. I like that Pennzoil car. It's very DEI-esque. Temporary cast and wait till Tuesday. Oh, that's right. Okay, I see. See, if you were Chase Elliott, they'd already be doing it. They'd have said, "Oh, we don't care. We're going to put you at the front of the line. You're Chase Elliott. We're going to do your surgery now." Instead, they're just saying, we'll get you in on Tuesday. You can suffer till then, you little nobody. See, if you're Chase Elliott, you'd already have that being dealt with, you know? Just saying. Yeah, looking at that replay, I still got to put it on Brad and Kyle Busch. But overall, hey, that's racing. I mean, you don't have to like it. Just like the Chastain-Elliott incident, I don't like it. I think there's a way to definitely could have been avoided. But there's a certain amount of it of what are you going to do? I would definitely say Logano can run Keselowski out of space sometime later in the year. But don't get to see her girlfriend for who knows how long. Is she incapable of going to a hospital? I mean, if you got a surgery, yeah, I don't know. I think if I had a significant other in surgery, I would probably be there within a couple of days to make sure everything went all right. So, all right, I want to take a look at the pitting board. So 184 guys that pitted on one lap, 184 or above. Noah Gragson did not pit, so he will take the wave around along with Stenhouse, Briscoe, Dillon, this whole crowd of cars here. Looks like also 3 wave arounds with Gibbs, Preece, and Buescher. So a lot of wave arounds here. Going to be coming through. Oh, for crying out loud, why are they not lined up? They have got to get these things cleaned up. Like, what are you waiting on? Have you watched IndyCar or Formula One today? You know what I mean when I say they don't screw around. Track's clean, cars are ready to go, line up, let's race. NASCAR is the only series that seems to just sit there under caution because, TV wants another 5 minutes. We'll just ride around for 5 minutes and waste time. Who cares? Like, NASCAR is the only series that seems to do that. Every other series, it's like, hey, it's race time. Let's go. Let's get back to the race. It's almost like they value the green flag racing they have. I don't know. Just a thought. But yeah, it does drive me a little nuts because they had cars go airborne and all that kind of stuff in the IndyCar race, and their caution will last just as long as a stage caution in NASCAR where nothing happened. Keep an eye out for AJ Allmendinger and Corey LaJoie, 14th and 16th. They've had a really good little set of pit stops and just kept their nose clean today, and they find themselves in the top 20. Joey Logano's going to the garage. So Logano is out of the race. Oh, no. Logano is now out of the race. Choose rule in effect. Ooh, Hamlin bottom, Bowman top, Larson bottom, Byron top, Truex and Suarez in row 3. Interesting. All right, now, first car lap down is Ricky Stenhouse in 25th position. Chase Briscoe, Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, and Noah Gragson are the other five cars, looks like, with also Harrison Burton. So 6 cars will be 7 cars will be fighting for that lucky dog if a caution is to come out. You can see McDowell is the first car a lap down, but he also took tires. All right, let's get back up to the top because it's getting time to go green. All right. Getting ready to go green. Let's see who's going to have the best shot to take the lead. My money's on Alex Bowman, but we're about to find out. Coming to the green. Good push from Kyle Larson. No help from William Byron in the pushing role. Larson going to get put 3 wide in the middle. Truex on the bottom. He's finding his way up to third and looking for second. Larson got absolutely freight trained. Alex Bowman up high. He's going to take a run at Denny Hamlin, but he's not going to get there. Hamlin to the lead, and he will hold it. Larson has gotten by his teammate William Byron. They're drafting down the front stretch now. Big run for Kyle Larson. Where does he go with it? Larson, oh, he's up tight on Truex. Boy, that was close. Nice big push from Byron will get both of the Hendrick cars clear, and now they run 2, 3, and 4 with Hamlin out front. LaJoie did fall back on the restart. I thought it was a good pit stop, and he's back to 18th. So still a good run nonetheless, but didn't go forward as fast as I hoped. But AJ did. AJ is up to 12th, so I thought he looked like he had some speed, and he's found his way up to 12th. So keep an eye. AJ Allmendinger may grind out a top 10 here today. All right, Truex looking for 4th. Looks like Byron, I thought he was going to drive away, but he's been hounded by that 19 car. Meanwhile, Alex Bowman, he is coming after that Toyota of Denny Hamlin. The hack is back. He's coming after him now. Larson in 3rd. Ooh, Chastain going to run the top. He's going to get up alongside Truex for the 4th spot. Actually, that's the 5th spot, sorry. All right, Larson is clear, so he will take the spot from Alex Bowman. And just like that, Larson looking for the lead. Wow, Tyler Reddick is up along the wall. Larson going high. No, he's going to go low. Oh, look at all the blocking going on up front. At 1.5 miles, that is some aggressive blocking. Mid-corner. These all three Hendrick cars are haunting Denny Hamlin right now. I mean, they are in every lane. He can't block them all. Which one's going to get him first? Oh, yep. Denny did not get up and block, so Kyle Larson's going to get up high on him. So it's Hamlin on the bottom, Larson up top. I love Hamlin's pit crew. Calling the two-tire stop was a great call. May not win you the race, but it's held him a lot of track position as he runs up in front of the lead here. But these top five cars are not getting spread apart. Chastain and Byron are now battling for fifth. All of them packed up right behind the leader. And clear. Larson has cleared for the lead. I imagine he will start to set a little sail going. Meanwhile, Byron drops back to sixth now as William Byron drops to the high side. Oh, here comes a 45. 45. Tyler Reddick has a massive run. Oh, big wiggle for the 45. Oh, wow, that thing broke loose. He didn't hit the wall hard, so he should be all right. Man, that 45 was flying. I hope he gets back on it because I'm telling you, that car was absolutely rolling around the top. Meanwhile, Byron and Bowman battling for second. Third. I keep forgetting Hamlin's hiding up there in the top, up in second. Chastain going to give Byron a push. .69 laps to go. They still got to make a green flag pit stop somewhere here today. Big push from Chastain to Truex. Now he's going to dive it to the bottom. Oh, it didn't stick, though. Chastain tried to make it stick. Here comes Harvick. He's looking at Chastain. Oh, that was tight. Oh, man, this is some good racing going on now. Bubba, he's going to look to the inside. Now he's going to peek to the middle on Kevin Harvick. Ooh, Chastain going to try and cut the nose off of both of them. Not quite enough, though. He'll stay outside of Harvick. Reddick is back into ninth. He may have dropped down a little bit, but he's coming. Bubba going to go up and try to run up high. Get a big run off the corner. Tyler Reddick coming after to Kevin Harvick again. Telling you, Kevin Harvick's got a handful of them Toyotas all over him on each side. Ryan Blaney, good recovery today, running in the 10th spot. Keep an eye on Tyler Reddick. He has been a show today up on that top lane. Yeah, he got loose that one ride, but man, he was flying to the front before that happened. Oh, green flag commercial. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. Noah 31 flat, so he's still running pretty good, but up to the 27th spot. Trying to track his results or how fast he can move forward. Tyler Reddick still got good pace. He's just got to get back up and not make that big wiggle again. Oh, man, I tell you what, the last 20 laps has really made this race a lot better. I tell you, they're getting just the right guys in the right positions. They got a lot more aggressive and pushed a lot harder to try and hold their spots. Man, has it been fun. Larson out front still as they run, but, man, that was some fun racing for a little bit there. Denny Hamlin with the two-tire stop has put him up into second. It was a good call. I mean, he's going to at least be able to pit from probably further up in the field than he would have been on a regular restart. Oh, commercials, will you go away? Logano will be the dead last finisher today, 36th. Man, only 36 cars try to race in Cup anymore. That's a sign that your purse is too low. Cars won't even bother to show up to finish last because there's no shot of making money. That's a problem. All right, still under green. Larson has stretched it out to a 1.1 second lead over Denny Hamlin, 2.3 back to William Byron, so Hamlin has settled comfortably into that second spot. Other guys to keep an eye on, Kevin Harvick has found his way back up into the 7th spot, passing Bubba Wallace, and as they currently run, Alex Bowman in 4th. All right, they believe the pit window has officially opened. 60 laps to go in the race, so you can pit anywhere from here and make it to the end of the race. I would not be surprised if we see some of these guys that are a lap down coming in, as they are at lap 207. They've got about 40 laps on their tires, and they can go up to about 60 laps. They can go about 20 more laps. So they would maybe, in the next 10 laps, you'll see some of those lap cars come into pit. All right, Joey Logano out of the race, had his interview. Obviously not thrilled, but didn't sound like he was too salty about any specific driver or anything like that. So pretty good moving on to the next race. AJ Allmendinger into the 13th spot, keeping an eye on him. Man, Christopher Bell must have absolutely missed a setup or a change here or something. Man, that is rough. Depends on how far I got to drive there, AJ. I'm gonna hopefully go snowmobiling here in a week. We'll find out. So there may be a stream, and there might not next week, depending on if the stream's gonna happen. Oh, here comes. Look at AJ Allmendinger coming from 13th. He's looking for 12th. All right, 55 laps to go as they currently run. Larson out front by still only 1.2 seconds. Denny Hamlin could jump that on pit road and have equal tires with Kyle. So as the end of the race has come near, it seems like a lot of guys have caught up to those Hendrick cars. All right, so Chris Buescher, they just mentioned, was the first car of those one lap down cars to come pit. So he's kind of short pitting and trying to play the strategy right. 53 to go. We are side-by-side commercial again. A little bit of a bummer. Yeah, Blaney recovered nicely back up to the 8th spot. Done a pretty good job. All right, as they currently run, just kind of keeping an eye on that front 5. There's really not a lot of movement. Lap time-wise, everyone's still kind of hanging around in the same area, so... Is Decorah, Iowa a good place? Yeah, Decorah's pretty cool. Pretty good being on the river, eastern side of Iowa. That's a pretty cool town. It's like a good mix between big, like a medium to large city and a small town. It's a good mix right in the middle. Hey, Diehard came in. Sorry for the Logano. I celebrated a little bit, but not been celebrating Noah's day. Noah's had a pretty rough one with all them penalties. He's been trying to dig himself out, but just can't quite get there. Who is that pitting right now? Somebody just came to pit road. Right in front of the leader, too. That was close. Man, for Brad Keselowski, for having as good a day as he was having earlier, he has fallen to 15th and just has not been able to get back up there. I don't know what happened there, but man, that's a kind of a bummer for how good a day he was having for a little while there. AJ up to 11th position. Like I said, AJ's going to grind out a top 10 by the time this is all said and done. He's going to do it. Hamlin's in. Hamlin is in. Denny Hamlin coming to pit road. So Denny Hamlin going to pit now. 47 laps to go. It's a very good time to come pit. He's going to have to probably have Larson pit at least a lap later if he's going to beat him strictly on tires. But if he's pit crews quick, they have a flawless stop. They can gain some time. All right. Pretty solid stop thus far. Let's see what we got on the left side. 2 on. Drop it. Oh, he stalled it a little bit, but he's going. Small hiccup, but overall pretty solid. So Larson coming in 1 lap later. Good call. So we'll see if Hamlin's able to cycle to the lead. All right, Larson's in. Right side looks pretty good. No hiccup thus far. An adjustment to this 5 car as well. Left side's coming off. Going back on. Drop the jack. Pretty smooth stop for the 5. Harvick with a good solid set of stops. All right, Byron has come into pit. Bowman has stayed out. Interesting call here because they're just short of 40 laps in with 45 to go. So if Bowman wants to try and split this stage right up the middle, he would be able to run it like that or run it long. I would be surprised if someone doesn't try to run long here. I mean, it's a chance to win the race. Somebody's got to run long. I mean, Brad Keselowski, Justin Haley, AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Suarez, somebody got to try. Run long. It's Vegas, man. Put a gamble out there. As I say that, Wallace and Suarez are in. All right, Larson did get out in front of Denny Hamlin. If I'm one of these cars, I gotta stay out as long as I can. Give it a shot, man. Well, you're not getting Chick-fil-A today, AJ. Sorry, it's Sunday. All right, Blaney and Bowman are in. It's up to Keselowski and Preece. Run long. I don't know why you wouldn't. Run long. Priest is in. So, yeah, it's pretty much just up to Keselowski. Run as long as you can. You can run another 20 laps till 20 to go, and then if a caution comes out, guess what? You're going to get to lead them down pit road, and everyone's pitting with you. Give it a shot. I mean, you're running 15th. What do you got to lose? You know, give it a shot. Go for the win. I love it. Great call by Keselowski. I can't believe nobody else is trying it. He can go about 15 more laps. So yeah, Bowman is currently the last car on the lead lap in P6. So, like I said, this is a great gamble. I don't know why nobody is giving it a shot. I don't get that. Oh, he pulled low. Is he pitting already? Oh. Man. I can't believe nobody gambled. Nobody gambled. I'm telling you, though, if a caution comes out in the next 20 laps, I'm going to be a little ticked off at Brad Keselowski's crew for bailing on it. I mean, give yourself a shot. You know, yeah, you might lose 10 total spots, but you got a shot to win. Like, go for it. Man. So another pit road speeding penalty for Noah. I think he may have a tachometer that's off. All right, so 38 laps to go. It looks like it might be a pretty straightforward run to the finish. What happened to Austin Dillon? Austin Dillon has just been really slow today. Nothing happened to him. He's just been really, really slow. Final green flag side by side is what they say. So I'll live with it because right now there's nothing going on. You know, if they had to get it out of the way at some point, now's a good time to do it. It's dull. The problem with Fox is they don't seem to read the room. You know, you got to put your commercial break in when it's a little dull, and that way, you know, you don't feel like you're missing the real action. You know, it drives you nuts when you're side by side, 3 wide, they're just racing all over each other, and all of a sudden they're just like, we're just going to cut away from that crap. You don't need to be seeing that 3 wide garbage. It's like, what? Tell you what, I'm keeping an eye on Alex Bowman's lap time. Him and Martin Truex have some very fast laps. If they weren't so far behind the leader, I would be very curious to see how they can run because, man, their lap times are set. "35 laps to go. Larson out front by 3 seconds, and he's about to lap Austin Dillon again. Tough day for Austin Dillon. Just no speed in that car all day long. It's been just a rough ride for him. 34 laps to go as I'm just keeping an eye on things. William Byron's starting to eat in a little bit to that lead. Some of that comes from just lap traffic in and out. I haven't seen a consistent gain, but he is gaining a little bit. Shout out to Ty Gibbs. Rookie season has had a real up and down day, real rough start to the day. Just plugged away at the car all day long. Still doesn't have great pace. Looks like he's still going to have to pit here, or is he going to? No, he will. He'll make it to the end of the race, but running in the 19th spot, so able to just kind of maintain and not fall back. Noah, with those 2 speeding penalties, going to run about 30th today, so just a tough day. Tough outing for them. But yeah, up at the front, keeping an eye on Bowman and Truex, seeing if they close in anymore, because like I said, Bowman's lap times are pretty solid. I just don't think he's going to have enough time. I do remember through the field. That's something that Fox definitely needs to bring back. I mean, when the race gets dull, do it through the field. It's a good time to touch on each driver, what's going on with them, how their race has gone. Oh, Truex and Hamlin battling for the 3rd spot. Love that Bass Pro car, man. It looks so good. But Bowman's coming. Better not mess around with him too long, or Bowman's going to be there. All right, Truex to the bottom. $29 to go. Boy, I'm telling you, Alex Bowman might go 2 for 1 on these guys. Hey, there's AJ. Yeah, I don't think they're blurring out the dash anymore. I think that was a temporary thing that enough people got sick of, and they stopped doing that. A lot of lap traffic these guys are going to be fighting with. Hello. I see everybody. A little dull. I shouldn't say dull. It was. They had some good racing, kind of play out with some strategy. A little bummed out. Nobody tried any type of strategy. Now that being said, they haven't had a caution, so Brad would have been bit if he had tried to wait till now to pit. It looks like Bowman did find his way past Martin Truex, and he's going to be looking at the back end of Denny Hamlin here soon. Larson has stretched the lead on William Byron up to 4.3 seconds. So it's if the thing stays green, it's going to be Kyle Larson running out to the win, just like Kyle Busch last week. So just going to have to keep that eye open. Man, I'm telling you, they had some great long-run speed, though, in that 5 car. All right, keeping an eye on some other guys. Cindric, good rebound today after going a lap down early in the race. Like I said, Keselowski with that later pit stop, running 18th at the moment, but he is a fairly quick car, so I expect him to gain a couple more spots before the end of this race. Crank it up. 23 to go. Nothing going on, unfortunately. So time for a nice crank it up. "22 laps to go. Crank It Up" is sponsored by, I don't know who it's sponsored by. I don't have sponsors, so I get to sit back and enjoy it. All right, so keeping an eye on the lap timer. Still going to be Larson out front. 5-second lead at the moment. Bowman starting to close in on Denny Hamlin, so good chance you see a Hendrick 1, 2, 3 here. All right, so as they currently run, like I said earlier, I was keeping an eye on a couple of guys. Daniel Suarez hanging on, trying to get back into the top 10. Kyle Busch currently running 10th. Great rebound for Ryan Blaney, as bad as his car was midway through the race. Rebounded back and is running in the 9th spot. Kevin Harvick in 8th, pretty much breaking his back trying to carry Stewart Haas to any type of success because none of the other cars are anywhere above 14th. Bubba Wallace in 7th with a good solid run for 23:11. Top 5 run for Martin Truex today. Alex Bowman in 4th, but he'll be looking at trying to probably get that spot from Denny Hamlin before it's all said and done. "18 laps to go" as they run right now. Corey LaJoie running 21st is the last car on the lead lap. Not necessarily what you would call a great run for him, but can't say enough about how that car has just gotten a slight bit better over last year, and small gains will eventually add up to obviously a lot bigger stuff, but should be pretty good. Denny Hamlin running 3rd. Probably not going to win. He doesn't have a car fast enough to win. Realistically, he should get a top 5. In terms of his speed, he's running 3rd, and very solid there. Without a caution or a crazy restart, he probably ain't going to win. He hasn't had the race-winning car, but great pit call to 2 tires earlier, got him there, and he's been able to hold that spot. So, I would say as a Hamlin fan, you have to be somewhat happy with a 3rd-place finish in terms of how he's run today and the speed he had. All right, 14 to go. Nothing real crazy. Keeping an eye. Eric Jones seems to be sliding back a little bit. Not sure what happened there. Just looks like a natural drop progression. And Corey LaJoy will go a lap down here off Kyle Larson. Have a good one. Have a good time at the track there, Denny fan. Root on them KKR cars, but also your guy Donnie. All right, 12 to go, and Brad Keselowski going around A.J. Allmendinger, so making another spot up. That'll move Brad up into the 16th spot. Quiet day for A.J. Allmendinger, but has been able to put together a solid race nonetheless. Just not keeping yourself out of trouble. Oh, 17th. Looks like Justin Haley's in front of him. $11 laps to go as they run. Like I said, pretty snoozed out. That being said, Kyle Larson's lead has been trimmed down just randomly by a second. I mean, it's not big, but William Byron has chopped a second off of it over the last 5 laps. Kind of little tiny chunks at a time. It wasn't like he had one big wiggle, one big lap, but it is a noticeable little drop. Like, I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch him. But that is something that if that tire starts wearing out faster and faster, we'll see over the next 10 laps if anyone else in the field that's maybe a little closer to other cars has that same fall off. How's it going, Parker? Race has been very, very mid. It's been a perfectly acceptable race. Not a bunch of crashes, not a bunch of dumb stuff. Just a pretty solid, clean race. Once they get strung out, they do kind of spread out quite a bit. So we have had a little bit of that. But, you know, that's kind of what happens sometimes in these mile and a halves. Bowman and Truex still going to be battling. Truex is looking to come back and get that spot. He's not satisfied to be sitting in 5th. He's going for 4th. Bubba goes by Chastain. He's going to take the 6th spot. A couple of movers here late in the race, trying to get one more spot. Seven laps to go. Lead down to 2.6 seconds. Like I said, not going down fast enough, but going down. Just showing Justin Haley in the 16th spot. No, I don't know if we need a caution to spice things up. I just don't want to see a huge bunch of cars crashed at the end. Obviously, we all love a good close finish. Don't get me wrong, but if once good cars get taken out, it gets a little less fun. Looks like Austin Dillon hanging around back in the 26th position. 26th spot. That's not a very good ride so far. Whew. Larson had to make a little move there. How big of a caution is this? All right, well, we got a caution. I know a lot of NASCAR fans are kind of rooting for it. This better be a pretty legit caution. I'm not going to lie. That did not look that hard, but let's see. Cody Ware blocking up the track a little bit. Loose. Okay, he gets a full spin going here and then hits the wall. So that's kind of a... He got rolling pretty good, but... Oh, man. I'm just nervous that somebody's going to dive bomb and Larson, Byron, Hamlin all end up wrecked, and you're going to see somebody like freaking... Actually, it could be Bowman. You could see Bowman back into a win. Suarez, Busch, Harvick, Blaney. Anybody that's back there, I don't know. I just hope... I don't want to see too much chaos. These guys worked hard and ran a good, solid day to get crashed. I hope we don't see that. Yeah, it was the right call. It was close. Like I said, he was totally sideways, so that's where the yellow comes from. Just that little brush, because he kept going just fine. But he could have spun back across the track, so you got to slow everybody down. But, oh, man, what are you doing, Almirola? It was 2 to go, and he's the last car on the lead lap, so it's not like he even lost anything. He's going to get fresh tires. All right, guys. Well, let's find out who's going to have a shot to win on this one. Because, good grief. If you're AJ Allmendinger, Justin Haley, Brad Keselowski, stay out, man. Stay out. Like, you got nothing to lose. Let's see what happens when they come to pit road. But I'm telling you, if you're 15th or worse and don't stay out, you're an absolute chicken. Chicken. Do not be a chicken. If you're in the back, stay out. Go give yourself a shot to win. All right, coming to pit road. Here they go. And is it everybody? No, Truex stays out. Truex on the staying out. Who else? All right. I love the call on Truex. Stay out. Go for it. Good call. Denny Hamlin went with 2 tires as well. Alex Bowman with 2 tires. William Byron with 2 tires. He's going to win the battle off pit road over teammate Kyle Larson. So William Byron going to now go out front. However, here's the question. Moving forward, looking at it for the... Wow, those Camaro noses look a little weird. All right, now, again, remember, there were some cars that stayed out on the racetrack. Was it just Truex? Are you... Nobody... Oh, okay, all right. I am going to absolutely rip into these guys now. Eric Almirola... Well, he spun. Okay, I'm not going to take... I'm going to leave Eric Almirola alone. He spun, so he has to get tires. Eric Jones, AJ Allmendinger, Justin Haley, Brad Keselowski, all 4 of you, send your crew chiefs to the NASCAR hauler for being absolute chickens. What are you starting in 15th? Do you really think on old tires that your worst situation is much worse than 15th? You could win. Oh, dude, I do not understand the crew chiefs of these guys right here. Keselowski, Haley, Allmendinger, Jones. Why does nobody even try? I mean, especially right now. Look at Eric Jones. He's 18th. He stays out. Worst you will finish, the worst you will finish is 21st. You might lose 3 spots. You could gain a win or 10 or 15 spots, but you're so concerned about not losing 3, you're giving up the chance to win, gain 10, 15 spots. It drives me nuts. No, why? Why does nobody give it a shot? Are you kidding me? Oh, I can't even. Oh, man, I can't even get it. I don't know. Go for it. Like I said, gamble. Give it a shot. If you're back here, if you're AJ Allmendinger, the worst thing that can happen to you is you lose 2 spots. 2 spots. Because remember, Truex stayed out, which means there's no waiver rounds. There's no waiver rounds. The worst you can do is lose 2 spots. 2. Oh, man, I cannot even begin to explain how frustrating that is. If Noah's on the lead lap, he would have stayed, and he should have stayed. It's the right call. Oh, I can't believe that, man. You had a shot to potentially win, and you threw it away for a chance to run 18th. I mean, even with a perfect restart and the best, shifting, every lane works out for you, the best you will finish is like 16th to 15th. You might gain 3 to 4 spots. Instead, you gave up a shot to win. Oh, I can't even begin to express the frustration level of that. You had a shot to win, and you chose to just stay out. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know. What a fail, man. Yeah, if you're Blaney, why didn't you stay out? Because Blaney lost so many spots on pit road, he came out 13th. He came in 8th, came out 13th. It's like, again, you might get freight trained by a bunch of cars on new tires, but it's only 2 laps. I got no beef with that try. Staying out for James Small, great call. Race is not over yet, AJ. Turn it on. Green, white checker. Late single car lazy spin, but turns into a green, white checker. Truex stayed out. I'm not looking at you, chat. You guys like to spoil crap. So I'm going to have to watch it the real way and just react as normal. Coming to the green. Good start so far. If you're Hamlin, I think you got to peak high. You got to peak high early. White flag for William Byron out front. Oh, AJ's crashed. Oh, no. Here we go, tearing up race cars again. Well, it looks like William Byron's going to get the win. Alex Bowman, got squeezed, but Larson's going to get second. Alex Bowman third. And William Byron snags the win. So William Byron with the win. He had a good car all day. Him and Larson were definitely the 2 class of the field guys. It was those 2 that led all the laps. And thanks to a quick button call, AJ Allmendinger's crashed. And this is what I refer to as why I get frustrated. Hey, just going to throw it out there, though. Even though AJ Allmendinger got literally crashed, he finishes 17th. 17th, ahead of Eric Jones. Okay? Eric Jones could have stayed out and finished ahead of him. That's my point. He could have stayed out and crashed and still been ahead of him. Maybe not. Maybe they're going to downgrade him. But I'm saying, even with the crash, he only lost 2 spots. Like, where's the gamble, man? That's what drives me up a wall. Give it a shot. Gamble for it, you know? Ugh, frustrated. Austin Cindric ends up 6th somehow. I don't even know how he got there. I mean, this is what I mean, where it's like a green-white checker. Justin Haley ends up 8th. Austin Cindric 6th. Kevin Harvick. Denny Hamlin ends up 11th after getting shoved high. Ross Chastain ends up 12th. Hit those 2 tangled on the last lap. So some of the guys that had really good runs end up losing about 10 spots at the end. But yeah, look at that. Eric Jones, he might have been in the wreck, but 18th and 19th right there. Keselowski ended up 17th. Like, again, this is what I always point out. Go for it. He had a good run. He's not a. I think Larson had the race won, so the way it ends, I still thought Larson was a better car. But Byron is a perfectly deserving winner. I just, like I said, to see all these cars that had good runs end up further back like that is a little bit of a bummer. You know, LaJoy ends up 20th, not bad. But like I said, Eric Jones and Justin or AJ Allmendinger are literally crashed, and it's like, why did it stay out? I mean, if you crash, you end up in the same damn spot. Ugh. I don't know. This is what I mean. This is what drives me up a wall. Is just like, you know, you see stuff like this where it's like, go for the win, man. Eric Almirola gains 2 spots by spinning out. I don't like that either. The fact that he spun, got tires, and then because of the crash, gains 2 spots that he wouldn't have had. It's kind of like, yeah. But, you know, sometimes that's just racing stuff. I don't know. I just rubs me a little wrong to have it end like that, you know? Seems a little bit more gimmicky. But, again, that caution was not the weakest caution I've ever seen. You know, could they have kept the thing green? Probably, but I think NASCAR is very quick on the button, especially after a long green run. They're sitting there like, hey, did a car miss a shift somewhere and he's just a little tire smoke? You know, they'll pause it, but yeah, as a result, I mean, I think the Hendrick cars ended up 1, 2, 3 anyway. The only difference is, Truex and Hamlin, who are, once again at the front of a Vegas race late in the race, they have pit strategy, bite them in the butt, and neither of them gets a top 5. So, is what it is. But I just know as a fan of the way the IndyCar race and the IndyCar series kind of runs their races, you sometimes see a weird guy up front like that, but generally it's through pit strategy or something. You don't see a whole giant shuffle in the running order at the very end like this. I mean, like I said, Cindric was running 15th. Justin Haley was running like 16th or something. I mean, these guys both got just 10 free spots. Harvick got 9th, so he was running right about there. Good run. But yeah, like I said, for Brad, AJ, Jones, like, I don't know. They finished back there. I thought they should have stayed out. I think they had a chance, but, it is what it is. All right. Well, anyway, guys, that is the Las Vegas race. Kind of a weird race. Kind of really dull out in the middle. And then eventually kind of get these random spurts of really good quality racing. I'm not sure what to really think of it on the long scale. But overall, it was a pretty decent race nonetheless. Moving into Phoenix next week. Should be a stream, unless I note differently. There is a chance I may take a little snowmobile trip, final one of the season, so the channel I will post if any of that happens. So stay tuned to the channel for that. I don't have any new arrivals or anything coming at this point, so I'm not sure if there will be any other streams this week. But like I said, just for the reference, if there is no stream next week, it's because I'm snowmobiling, but that may be the last trip of the year. So otherwise, stay tuned to the channel, and most likely we will see you next Saturday for the Xfinity race at Phoenix. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow in the next